Alright everybody, so the bread was a disaster. Like, it was too thick. Before I did tortillas, and it was very thin, and it just came out beautifully. And they were thick tortillas like that. You could just like make like tortillas. That's what we did. And we had sour cream, avocado, tomatoes, guacamole. So what I did was I took the bread out, smothered it all on this dehydrator sheet, and we're making pizza crust instead.
We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody, this is Mount Monarch,
Baba!
the Raw Food World TV show coming at you in Vilcabamba, Ecuador, and guess what we got today? Another recipe.
Woo!
But this time we've got the beautiful goddess, Angela Stokes Monarch, who's going to make you a Deviana cacao butter extractably beautifully
Something?
recipe.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have tried the Diviana nectar that we have on the site. It's this stuff. We talked about it before on a couple of shows. It's like this handcrafted mixture of raw honey, coconut oil, and different kind of spices and mushrooms and sweeteners and all kinds of things. So anyway, I found this earlier and I was reminded how much I love it, and I thought, well, maybe I can try and make something like that. Maybe I can make my own Diviana Gila Flow. And so I melted down some cacao butter to start the process. So this is cacao butter, if you're not familiar with it. It's like the fat that's extracted from cacao beans. And I put some of these chunks into a bowl, and I put it into the dehydrator, which is running with other things, and I just left it in there for like 5 minutes or something so it would melt down. So it's not, it's yummy, it's not overly hot.
Angela's getting wasted. For some reason, she has these ideals that cacao butter is okay and it doesn't mess her up. When cacao powder, maybe you can enlighten everybody on that.
Yeah, I don't get as much of a hit from cacao butter as from cacao powder or cacao beans or nibs or anything like that. I get something, there's like a little bit of, but there's not as much as if I was eating actual chocolate.
If I were to have cacao butter, I would be absolutely wasted. Wasted!
Mr. Monarch's more sensitive than her though.
Okay.
So I found some fun things from our cupboards to play with. This is the honey, which is going to be a key ingredient, but we got some other fun things here as well. I'm going to put some of the Reishi Shidaji Ormus tea in there, and I'm going to put some of that in there for the mushroom and ormus qualities. This is maca, which is great for hormones and energy and stuff. Ashwagandha is really good also for hormones apparently and for the adrenal glands. And I'm going to put in vanilla extract, chocolate extract, orange oil, a little bit of salt. And you could really put anything in here. I mean, I've never done this before, I don't even know how this is going to turn out. But other things that come to mind, you could maybe put in some green powders, like spirulina or chlorella or something. Okay, this is the Reishi Shidaji Ormus tea. I don't know how much that is. That was maybe half a teaspoon, quarter of a teaspoon, something like that. Maca, I'm going to do about the same. What is that? Is that like half a teaspoon?
Yeah.
Okay. Ashwagandha I'm not going to do too much because I'm not so familiar with it and I don't really know what it does to flavours. So just a little bit of that. The vanilla extract, oh my god, have you smelled this one?
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm going to put in like,
From the creators of the dark chocolate flavor extract.
which is this one, which we told you about a lot.
Oh my god, I smell that vanilla from here. This is amazing.
These things are so good. I'm going to put in some of the chocolate extract and a bit of orange oil because I absolutely love the flavour of orange, especially with chocolate. I don't know how many drops that was, but some orange oil. A little bit of salt to bring out the flavours, no? Just like a little dash of salt there. And then I guess that's it. Then I'm going to put the honey in. What else could people put in there, Baba? They could put other medicinal herbs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And mushrooms. Alright, this is local raw honey from the Podocarpus National Forest. Somebody recently went out and brought down 150 gallons of this totally raw, incredible rainforest
Are you putting coconut oil in there?
raw honey. No, I'm not going to put coconut oil in there. Do you think that's silly?
Well, no, that's just what they use. Oh, you're using cacao butter instead. Okay.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to need to put it in the fridge, right? So that it hardens up.
Sure.
Or it would probably harden up if I just left it out, right? As well. Well, anyway, I'm going to mix these together.
That's gonna be a wild ride.
Yeah, this isn't exactly something I'd recommend people to be eating like on a daily basis or something, you know?
Or just a little bit, right?
Yeah, just a little bit. Or make this as like a special treat that you could maybe keep in chunks in the fridge or the freezer or something to serve special guests.
Or just blow it all out in one night and get sick and never want it again. That's what I do.
Wow, do you want to smell it? Tell the nice people what it smells like.
Man, I could just like slurp that up. I'd be wasted for days. It's like the cacao butter is what I smell. Oh, and the chocolate extract and stuff like that.
Does it smell good?
Yeah, it smells good.
Do you think it's going to be a yummers?
Of course it's gonna be. How can you go wrong with cacao butter and honey?
You put it in the fridge?
Sure. See you in a bit.
Uh-oh. I put it in the freezer to see if it would speed up, and I think something kind of bad happened. Look, it's like they separated. Like the cacao butter all went on the top, and the honey's all on the bottom.
I bet that's insane good still. It's almost like a chocolate bar right there.
That's true. What should we do with it? Melt it down again?
If you want to.
Thank you.
Today has just been recipe disaster day.
Nah?
No.
Well, I got this stuff to melt again.
Recipe recycling day?
Recipe recycling, Bobby, yeah. Look, it looks pretty good now, right? It looks pretty, like, integrated. It was
Yeah.
all kind of separated before. So I think, you know, potentially I could just put it in the fridge or just leave it out now and it might stay together like this, but maybe not. So I was thinking I might add some yacon powder in with it. Because I noticed in the Diviana nectar there's lots of different kinds of powders, so maybe it will help. Do you think?
Ooh.
And I could use any kind of sweet powder. I could use like the kuma powder or mesquite powder or whatever, but we only have yacon here, so I'm going to put in, that was probably like a tablespoon or something. Oh. Can we show them this when it's finished?
Sure.
I'm going to put it in the fridge.
And we're back.
Success! Look! It looks like the consistency of Diviana nectar, right?
I don't know, it looks like tiramisu consistency to me.
Baba! I don't know why this one was different. If it was because it gelled together better the second time I melted it, or because I put yacon syrup in, or because I stirred it when it was in the fridge, not the freezer. But it looks really good.
That's the question of the day. Why did it separate the first time? Was it because it was in the freezer without powders or what? Post it down below. And who do we got there?
Angela Stokes Monarch.
And Matt Monarch, and we'll see you again tomorrow with the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.
Should I try it?
Yeah.
Wow. It's totally like Diviana nectar.
Wow.
But like, wow. That's amazing. Have fun playing, guys.
I don't know if she's sleeping tonight. We'll find out, and I'll let you know tomorrow.